Fortnite is still one of the biggest games in the world, but lately it hasn't felt like the game once loved. Between the layoffs at Epic Games, the weird V-Buck pricing, and the consistent bugs, and the ridiculous number of collaborations, a lot of players are starting to ask, is Fortnite going to die before GTA 6? Yo, what's going on guys, my name is Aaron. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content. I have a Discord server linked in the description. If you want to grow closer to God and meet like-minded people with your same interests and hobbies, we also host giveaways on there. But that's enough yapping, let's get straight into the video. Let's start off with something serious. As many people know, Fortnite have laid off over 1,000 employees. That is, keep in mind, that is over 1,000 people who have lost their jobs. Families have lost their job. Now, when stuff like this comes out, it sucks. But the reason why it's more of a bigger issue as it will ever be now is because the amount of bugs we've had previously and still ongoing, it is a joke. They have let go of people who used to fix bugs. I will pop on the screen now. Evan used to work for Epic Games. He was a big part of Fortnite for over 8 years. Back in OG tournaments, he would go in the back room, sort out all the bugs, and it's just sad to see all the best people let go. Sending praise to every single employee who has been affected by this layoff. I can't believe we've got to this point in Fortnite where we're laying off all the best players who are the best at what they do. This will tie into my next point, but with the bugs and the game itself, I don't know where the future where this game will go, because if they're having problems with funding the game now, especially with the V-Bucks, which we'll get onto another topic of that, this all links together, by the way, with the cost of Fortnite. If it's getting this bad, I am scared for the game. Okay, now, so let's talk about the V-Bucks. 1,000 V-Bucks was the lowest price you could get. Now it is 800. For 2,800 is now 2,400. Keep in mind, because so many people are saying the price of V-Bucks has gone up. Yes, in a way, but it's more of the value. It's still the exact amount you pay whenever that's US or the UK. Whatever currency you have stays the same. It's the value you get. Now this has already been a thing since the 19th of March. What they said for this is the cost of running Fortnite has gone up a lot. We're raising prices to help pay the bills. I find that absolutely crazy, because now if we go back to the layoffs, it's the running out of money, which I'll get onto why and what is happening with the money situation later, but let's move on. So these are the game modes which are again shut down: Fortnite Rocket Racing, Ballistic, Festival Battle Stage are all again shut down. This is because they aren't getting as much players, or they didn't, like, Fortnite thought they were going to succeed more than what they have. And obviously they clearly don't have the costs to keep them running, so these are just getting shut down. Okay, so before I say anything else about the situation and my problems with the game, I will say this video might seem doom and gloom, but at the end of the video I will come up with a conclusion, ask you guys what your opinion is. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on anything, and this is my just opinions and just my thoughts just coming down on the video, so bear with us. And I know it's just repetitive, what you've probably seen on social media, but at the end of the video I will give my opinion, my thoughts, and what I think they can do to go forward. Okay, now so let's speak about collaborations. This, I think it's a quite controversial topic, I'd say. Now I know a lot of people are saying that they're too frequent, and then you've got on the other hand is bringing them profit and more. It's like advertising it in a way, because when Fortnite get a collab, they're not just putting it into the game. It's the say that like they are collaborating with Disney at the moment. Disney will be like, oh, we're collaborating with Fortnite, and then through Disney, Fortnite will get more player counts. Through Fortnite, they'll get more views on Disney. So I understand two arguments. It is too frequent in my opinion, but at the time we're in Fortnite, they need more money and advertisement as possible. The hype is just going to be one of those things where if it's a good collab or not much people know about it, it's going to get more hype. For example, Toy Story, that's going to get more hype than other collabs they've done in the past. So, just like a little show part of the video, it's bringing them profit, and that's what and for now they clearly need money. That's one of the biggest issues. They need money, so I think just for now, until they sort out the money situation or the game itself, really, I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, just let it go. Okay, that's enough yapping. Let's move on. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about something which I probably complain about a lot, especially if you watch my streams, which are bugs. Bugs, especially last season, have become a joke. We've had the most bugs in Fortnite history at one time for months, especially the ping bug, where for some players on my display like at 40-50 ping when you might be on 0, some players will get 30-40-50 ping. It is a joke. It's not just the ping, it is the whole game. Shotgun bugs, like I genuinely could name it for hours. It is a joke. And obviously now with the layoffs, Evan, who was the one who used to fix all the bugs, used to like fix all the bugs in the back room, well, some tournaments, he's gone. So I am praying that someone comes in and fixes the bugs or does something, because if no one's there to fix the bugs and it was only Evan, and then we are literally cooked. Okay, so now this one is it's kind of like two problems in one. Okay, so the first one I've got is bots, but these are in pubs. Now I do play pubs time to time and mainly just play rank, I'll be honest with you, but this kind of ties in with the next one. Wins just don't feel rewarding at all. Back in chapter 2 or 3, okay, I usually get so hype. I would try my very, very best to get a win, but playing pubs or even just OG, okay, that's the only time I really play like a pub game. Playing OG, the amount of bots I'm killing, and it's just boring the whole entire game. But I generally do like OG, so before the people say, oh, you know, just don't play OG, I love the OG game mode, but the bots make it so miserable and boring to a point where it's just not fun. And then when you get a win, you're like, oh, let's go, which you'll see in the end of the video. I'll probably put my reaction and get the win. It's not as, let's go, we're gonna win. It's like, oh, okay, we're gonna win. Okay, there's not really much to say about it. It's just boring. Wins are boring. Can they do anything about it? Skill-based matchmaking. Get rid of bots or have a bot game mode. But I don't want to talk about what they can do to fix that. I'll talk about that at the end. Okay, so now this is a topic which people are going to have mixed opinions on. New season, chapter 7, season 2. They said, if I can try and find the tweet, I'll put it up right now. They said they were going to make it feel like a brand new chapter and not a season. The season, there was a few new, listen to the words carefully as well. There's a few new guns, a few new POIs, and a few changes to the map. That is all they change. I'm still using the iron pump. I'm still kind of fighting at the same POIs, and now I know before people say, oh well, it's a new season, don't expect a whole entire chapter. The season what came out felt like a mid-season update for me personally. It didn't feel like a proper brand new season, and it's just unfortunate. And that might just be for me, I don't know, but the hype they were building, now 4 months by the way, 4 months. It just didn't feel like a new season. It didn't. I mean, there's a few new POIs, but the new Polar Peak 2.0, that just isn't it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not as crazy or as, like there's barely any loot there. And then you got the other POI, which is just crazy. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, but doesn't feel like a new season for me personally. But yeah, moving on. Last but not least, let's talk about the item shop. I'm not going to be talking about it for too long. It's just going to be real quick. Name up points. Cosmetics, for example, shoes and sidekicks are far too expensive. Full stop. Paying like 1,200, sometimes closer to 2,000 V-Bucks, especially now when the V-Buck prices are less of a value for what you get, is far too much for a skin without battling. They've been doing that a few times lately. It's just quite frustrating, because it might be a good skin, but not worth the V-Bucks, considering you get no battling, no pickaxe. But it's very minor. It's not as big as like everything else what's going on, but just thought I'd say it. Okay, so my conclusion really is just chill down with the UEFM, stop paying them as much, get the right people on board with the right value of what they are putting out into the game or the space of the community of Fortnite. Give more time to Battle Royale. I understand that they want to be this metaverse, but they've tried that, and I'm pretty sure they'll try it again. But just chill down with it for now, I believe. I'm not saying stop, because that's what brings the money in, but just chill. Stick with Battle Royale, make that as good as possible, listen to the community, the pros and the casuals, not just the pros. And if they do that, I think they'll just make the game so much better, even by just doing that. I really think they will. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I know this was more of a yap session than just speaking, if that makes sense. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching. Remember, Jesus Christ loves you, he's your Lord and Saviour. And have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. And God bless.